Play music. So, yeah, I know it's been a long period of time or whatever, but I've been busy, I guess. We won't even get into that. Well, maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll see. Um, there was something that I wanted to bring to your all's attention. I don't know if you all watch the news. I know some of you might, or some of you might be ignorant and not care what happens in your neighborhood or whatever. But there was this story on the news about this guy who had a mentally challenged daughter, and every time she got on the school bus, she would be ridiculed and talked about and insulted so bad, and it was affecting the father. This story was about James Willie Jones. And he went on the bus, and he basically, in so many words, I can't quote it because I don't have the information on me right now, but in so many words, he basically said, "You're going to stop effing with my daughter. How dare you talk about somebody that is mentally challenged? That's so low of you to do." And I'm so disappointed. That's why the title of this is "I'm So Disappointed." He got on the news and apologized for sticking up for his daughter. Now, this is where I kind of sort of have to get into race. Most of you know that, black fathers don't really too much take care of their children. Not all of them, but a large number of them don't take care of their children. Now, for this man to not, first of all, I didn't see the mother nowhere around, so I'm going to say he's a single parent for all conversational purposes. For the fact that this black father is taking care of his child, who is mentally challenged at that, got on the bus and told these coons, we'll get into why I use that word in a minute, told these coons that "You're going to stop effing with my daughter. How dare you talk about her? If you continue this, there will be a problem." Like, he didn't threaten force, but I'm just saying. Like he said, "Stop effing with my motherfucking child." So for him to get on the news and apologize for it, I was so disappointed. I understand that the public, I guess it looks good to them, not me, them, that he apologized because he was in the wrong and he shouldn't have been talking to the kids and this tone. If it was my child, I wouldn't be getting on the news and apologizing for shit. I'm going to stick up for my child regardless, and he did exactly that. And he got on the news and apologized. Don't get me wrong, I'm so MFing proud of James Willie Jones. I don't know what to do. I'm just disappointed that he apologized. But that's still a step up from fathers not taking care of their children. And I guess in a way, he did it the respectful way, and he deserves more credit than what I'm giving him. But still, I feel like he shouldn't have apologized. But it's all right. I'm still proud that he took up for his daughter. So, moving right along. Yes, I had to touch on this Eddie Long situation, but I'm going to make this brief. Well, we know how brief goes with me. I might ramble. First of all, there's this video on YouTube channel named Bimbo Winehouse. He has a video that's entitled I'm Eddie Long, bitch. The video, like the first minute, it's fucking hilarious. I cracked up the first time I saw it. And I mean, I know it's wrong and it's kind of insulting, but I'm allowed to crack up. I'm not Eddie Long. I didn't play with little boys' booty holes. So I can crack up at any insulting video towards him. So it's whatever. But the issue I have with this, it's not even just Eddie Long. What is the main thing that churches, I guess you could say Christian churches and some Catholic churches, a lot of church, what's the big problem that churches have with a portion of society? I'm sure you know it. It's dealing with, the whole gay community, how being gay is one of the biggest sins and you shouldn't be gay, you're going to hell, this, that, and the other. Now, first of all, we're not even going to talk about how hypocritical that statement is, because it's self-evident that it is by the actions of all these priests, 5, 6, 7, 8, all these priests and pastors, all of them. But they're constantly preaching about how being gay is a sin, and you shouldn't accept gay. If you're gay, you need to be get on the straight and narrow so you can be right with God, the one that they believe in. And it's basically gay is just the wrongest thing you could ever possibly do. Now, you hear all of this coming from the same churches that you hear about these pastors and priests having sexual relations, whether it be text messages, pictures, physical contact, blowjobs, oral sex, well, same thing, anal sex, whatever, molestation. it's all under the same thing. If you're getting your rocks off, as my mother would say, if you're getting aroused by this, then that means you have an attraction to men. Now, I'm not going to necessarily say that means you're gay, because who knows, you may still have an attraction to females, but you're not straight. And as far as the Bible goes, or the way that they preach it in church, they don't talk about bisexuality. It's either you're gay or you're straight. So for the sake of this conversation, even if they are considered them, even if I am considering them bisexual, by their definition in the churches, it's still gay. So I'm going to say it's gay. If you're interested in males like that, then by your definition, you're gay. But the thing I don't get is, all these churches that claim gay is wrong, gay is this, gay is that, and in such a negative light, are the same ones doing the stuff that they preach is wrong, which is so hypocritical, and it's such a contradiction to the whole way you live. You're a pastor. If that's your career, then your whole career is a contradiction against yourself. Because if you believe that gay is wrong, this, that, and the other, don't perpetuate what it is you don't believe in. And not to mention that all of this is a big embarrassment to the LGBT community. But you know what I noticed? In all the churches that are diversified, I can't name any at the moment, but all the churches that are diversified, the ones that accept the gay culture, gay churches, yes, there is gay church for those of you that are ignorant, but it's not like God is gay. It's just church that accepts gay. So in all the churches that basically, in so many words, accept the being homosexual, accept that sexuality, how many times have you heard on the news that they're raping or they're molesting or they're having sexual relations with these boys or these whatever? You don't, do you? I can't remember one story where they said a church that is diversified or a church that accepts homosexuality comes up in the news because the pastor or the preacher or the priest or whatever is having sexual relations with one of the children that go to the church. You haven't heard it about no boy and you haven't heard it about no girl. And you know that's really strange. But you know what? Moving right along. Next topic. I want to touch on Indiana culture, but I don't know yet. Cause, well, you know, we'll keep this separated. And I say that for a reason. Don't ask. So I've taken a few trips to Indiana in the recent weeks. Or in the past couple of weeks. Indiana culture is, well, I don't know nothing about their culture specifically, but what I see out there is a lot of open area, it's a lot of nice people, and maybe that's because I was in East Chicago / Hammond instead of, you know, being in Gary. But in East Chicago or Hammond, the people are friendly, everyone speaks to everyone. I mean, I'm sure there's some, you know, disagreements, fights, arguments, and maybe I just came on a good weekend. But everything seems so nice out of Indiana as far as East Chicago and Hammond go. And they have this store called Disc Replay that I'm sure could expand the shit out of my movie collection. And as you know, like I told you in a video a long time ago, we sit in front of the movies because we have a movie review to do, which I'm going to try and get to in a couple of minutes. But yeah, Indiana culture, overall, on the up and up. Wheelchairs. We'll move on, because I'll do that. I'll cover that in another video. But these citizens, these senior citizens with these wheelchairs be killing. You know, we'll talk about that now. I got 15 minutes. They be killing me. I was on the bus Friday, going to school for my morning class. Not this man got up out his wheelchair. Not the one you gotta, the power scooter, whatever. He got up out this chair, backed the chair up on the bus, lifted the seats up, parked the chair, went to put his bus fare in the bus, then sat his ass back down. What? Epic fail. Next topic of conversation. College update. I've said before I wasn't feeling no type of way. I'm feeling some type of way. Everybody keeps saying it's because I don't live on a dorm. That's why I'm not having as much fun as I should be. And I'm speeding up because I'm running late on time. Running short on time. There we go. I'm not having fun. As far as education goes, I can't say that I'm enjoying it, but I'm definitely not hating it. I'm learning, but it's not enjoyable learning. I'm basically just going through the motions because I know it's something I got to get done so I can get a job and, you know, have a future and house and set up things for my whole life and my career. But as far as the outside of college goes, because college is supposed to be more than just your education. At least that's what I've been told and that's what I've observed. They say it's because I'm not on a dorm that I'm not having fun as far as outside goes. If I was living in the dorm, I'm not a party person. I don't go to all these clubs. I've never been to a club. And I don't think I've ever been to, you know, one of the real parties. So I doubt I'll ever be that kind of person because that's not me. I don't feel the need to be in a hot, sweaty room with a whole bunch of people dancing all close together, almost as if they're having sex with their clothes on. And in layman's terms, they're dry humping. I don't feel the need to do all that. Give me a few good friends, some music or some cards. We in it to win it all day, every day. So I'm just like, we'll see. I was trying to get into the dorm for second semester, but it's not gonna work because you have to sign a 9-month contract. So I have to wait, probably have to wait till next year. So we'll see how that goes. I was gonna update you on the whole situation that I talked about a long time ago with an ex-friend of mine, but I don't feel the need to do that anymore. By the way, I don't think I put it in the underneath a bar on the last video when I was talking about I'm being impersonated. The page I'm being impersonated on by this Markel Bradley person is still up. It doesn't seem to be active by him or her or it, we, they, she, whatever. But it's still up, and I need that page to come down. So like I said, this time I'm going to really do it. So, all right, calm down, calm down. I'm going to really put it down now underneath the bar, and I'm going to try and get it on the other video too that I talked about it. So I need y'all to report this person because I need this off of Facebook. I don't need to be impersonated. I mean, it's only Facebook, but you can't be me. It's just not done. So I need this page to be reported, and I need it to come down. Facebook, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, Mark Zuckerberg, please get on Facebook and delete this out of your script. Please delete this profile off the server. Get it gone. Get it gone now. Before we get to this movie review, I have this RVA, the organization I volunteer with, presentation tomorrow on male survivors for 20 minutes from 9 to 9:20. Now I'm anxious. I'm kind of nervous that I'm not going to make the time. I'm basically ready. This is going to sound strange because I've only written out my introduction. Everything else is going to be from memory and from my book or my Bible as far as RVA goes. But that's tomorrow, so wish me luck. Also, going back to the college thing, it's getting a little overwhelming, I guess, to me because all these papers, all these tests, I know it's supposed to be hard, and I'm going to make it through. Like, I'm going to push myself. I'm pushing myself harder than I have ever had to as far as education-wise goes. I don't expect it to come easy, but I do expect it to come to me as long as I keep pushing myself. So I'm going to keep striving, but I must say that it's getting hard. It's getting harder and harder. Not that I didn't expect it to, but I will say to whoever may be watching this, or it's basically to myself, I'm going to keep pushing on, and I'm going to do the best I can. But this one class, this Afro class, I'm just, look, wrap it all up. I'm going to keep pushing on, so we'll see how it goes in the future, and, well, I guess that's all I have to say on college. Now, on to this movie review. I recently went to see, well, not recently, yesterday I went to see The Social Network, and it was a really interesting movie about how Facebook came to be. I'm pretty sure it was a true story, but don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure it was a true story. It was about how Mark Zuckerberg went from being this, I guess, this Harvard College undergrad student to being the Facebook phenomenon creator that all of the high school and college students know today. That is the biggest social network in probably on the internet. It probably gets it probably gets a third of the hits as many as Google does, and that's a big feat because y'all know Google is the shiznit, left, right, up and down, east, west, north, and south. So, I mean, you can get your life from Google. But it was interesting, like they show how he went from just being a computer science student working on just simple JavaScript and CSS to creating web pages. He started out with getting this face mash thing. I don't know if you've seen it. You know that like it or not shit, or the match.com where you look at two pictures and you see which one you like better. It started off with that and it grew into the Facebook. Then it was just Facebook, and I got to see what the original Facebook looked like because all the updates, I didn't forgot what the real old original version of Facebook looked like. But originally Facebook was just for college students, but it expanded into high schools, and it was a really good movie. It was interesting, and it covered all these different things. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I mean, it was good to know how Facebook came out. So as far as my ratings go, that's definitely play it. Because if you remember play it, pause it, or stop it, I think that was it. Or play it or pause it. This is definitely a play it. You want to sit and pay attention to the whole movie. And on that note, I believe I'm done. So that's the outro for this video from now on.